Hey everybody, welcome back to the playthrough. Now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. The level where we get Gino. Eventually. First we gotta watch Gaz get grounded. We can't leave even if we wanted to. Turns out Gaz made the rookie mistake of blaming breaking stuff on your toys instead of yourself, and now his mom won't believe him. But anyway, off we go into the forest. Let me just double check. Got plenty of items, we should be fine. I like to think you guys are really watching this playthrough for me, but I understand. Gino's cool. Make sure we get our hidden chest. The cool thing about the forest is that these different rooms spawn mushrooms, so if you're ever really desperate for healing, or even just to sell something, you can come in and out of the forest, get mushrooms, and sell them. These wigglers here, that was a great jump. In the Japanese version, this whole forest is called Wiggler's Forest. It's not called the Forest Maze. I don't know why he doesn't get the street cred he deserves in the English translation, but here we are. But if you combine the fact that you can pick up mushrooms in the forest for free with the fact that you can just go heal in Mario's house whenever you want to, the game is basically softlock proof. Nice, we got to level 6. Let's get some more magic from Malo. The wigglers in this forest do this cool thing where if you can jump on them enough times in a row without hitting the ground, you get a frog coin. Gonna try it. Not that it's easy, mind you. Plus, you end up fighting them a lot. I'm an old man. My reflexes are gone. It's hard to time these jumps. Beating up wigglers in their own home. How cruel. Okay, Mario learns Super Jump. And I'm sure you guys know what that means. Eventually, we're going to have to do 100 Super Jumps to get the Super Zoot. But I'm not exactly in a rush to do that. We've got the entire game to do that. Alright, we got this. Come on, Wiggler. I got robbed on that one. Alright, you get the point. You can get a frog coin if you're good at it. Some of these mushrooms will turn into enemies, like that. Rage against the machine, guys. You should know about jumping on the wigglers. Even though the sprite shows a big coin, whenever you jump on them, it's only just 1 coin each. So don't get too excited. Okay, this room. Put this rumor to bed, once and for all. Can you get hit by Bowyer's arrows? Come on. Yes, you can. But it only works in this room. Okay, each of these trunks has an underground area inside of it, but only a couple of them are worth going into because they have hidden treasure chests in them. I think it was this one. Maybe I'm in the wrong one. You know, just because I'm really good at this game doesn't mean I have every pixel memorized. Although maybe that's why you guys are here, it's because you think I do. There we go. There's one. And there should be another over here. Someone over at Nintendo had a sense of humor on that one. The joke chest. It still counts for completion though. Still gotta get it. Now this is one of the hardest parts of the game right here. Not because of technical difficulty, but because we have to wake up this poor sleeping guy. Sorry, buddy. For some reason, that opens up this path. Fall down here, and redemption arc. The Wiggler's asleep again. Never to wake up again. That sounded a lot darker than I meant it to. Alright, avoid some rats. And we can fight one of them for good measure. Like I said before, our next party member, Gino, starts at level 6, and we just got to level 6. So in the name of keeping all of our allies kind of even leveled, I don't want to get too much more experience without Gino. Despite being called the Forest Maze, it's not that maze-like in here. At least not yet. We're getting there, though. Where is that chest again? Around here somewhere. There we go. How are we doing on items? Like I always say, you want to make sure you have room in your inventory when you fight bosses, and we're actually coming up on the boss pretty quick here, surprisingly. Now here we find the actual maze portion of the forest maze. First things first, we've got some secrets to find. From Mario's perspective, we go left, left, straight, and then right. Find the treasure area. Now those of you who've watched my channel videos, you know that the treasures in here change depending on the treasure guy back in Rosetown. I'll save you the nitty-gritty details for now, but if you want to know them, go check out that video. Suffice it to say that finding the treasure yourself without talking to that guy generally results in the best prizes you can get. Fun fact, these bees, if you use fire on them, they'll run away. But usually, if you use fire on them, you're probably strong enough that you'll just kill them. So it's not something that comes up very often. Keep boosting that jump power. Nice. Wait, is our inventory full now? No, still got a slot. Alright, so to get our bearings, let's leave the maze here. Head back in. Now we need to follow Gino. I mean, the mysterious blue doll, whose name we don't know, right? They make you guess on this one. Just gotta go right. And here we are at the finish line. We found Bowyer, the bow shooting the arrows, who talks like Yoda for some reason. Fun this is, yes. I mean, honestly, the guy has pretty good aim, considering he can hit the mushrooms in Rosetown through a forest. And, you know, considering his eyes are looking different directions, takes talent. Alright, Mario wants to rush in there and take him down. But Malo, the voice of reason, says, yeah, let's not do that. References Bruce Lee. A nice reference lost in the remake. Bowyer's flunkies found a star in the forest. So Mac had a star, now Bowyer has a star. But at this point, the Smithy gang doesn't really know what the stars are. They just have found them lying on the ground and decided to take them. But Gino will give us some exposition. Gino wants to do a 1v1 with Bowyer. I mean, honestly, if you're talking raw stats, Gino would probably lose this fight by himself. We somehow went from that clearing with the stumps to this linear path area? I don't know. Sometimes the continuity doesn't make that much sense. Malo, it's okay to cry. Just because you're a boy doesn't mean you can't cry. We don't need toxic masculinity here. Bowyer just shooting his arrows, and Gino saying, "Hey, don't do that." Mario saves the day. I used to be an adventurer like Gino, till I took an arrow to the knee. Okay, now that all three of us are here, let's get on with the boss fight. Bowyer himself is tougher than your average enemy, but it's manageable if you're not underleveled, and if you've been keeping up with your equipment from Rosetown and such. He does this fun thing where every 2 turns, he'll block out a different command. If you're relying solely on items or on HP rain to heal, you could be in trouble. So it's best to keep yourself healed with HP and FP every turn if you can. Time to summon the buttons. But Gino's pretty cool. He's everyone's favorite character. He has rocket fists, he shoots laser beams. What more could you want? Gino is your typical glass cannon in RPGs. He hits like a truck, but things hit him like a truck too. As the game goes on though, I mean, it's not a very difficult game like I've said before, so his lack of defense, if you will, doesn't really play that much of an issue past the first few areas that he's in. So right now, since he's essentially naked, Bowyer can be kind of tough and can hit him pretty hard, but past this, once we get him some equipment, he'll be fine. He's a glass cannon in a game where none of the enemies really hit that hard. Not too bad. We're still alive. Finally using some items. Haven't used very many all game. Alright. No specials this time. That's fine. Ultimate punch. Smack him with the stick. Uh-oh. Mario's taking a little nap. Alright, I can't use specials. I was gonna see how much HP he had left. It can't be that much. Alright, he's starting to whittle down our health a little bit. Keep ourselves topped off. I mean, if I have to pick somebody to heal, it'll be the guy that's awake. Nice. Of course it missed. Mario the dodge tank. Speaking of dodge tank, in this game there is no way to increase your evasion, so don't even worry about trying that. Alright, this will probably do it. There we go. Nice. Get a flower box for our troubles, which is pretty good. Now time for Gino to give us some exposition. Gino tells us that he is, of course, a visitor from the stars, who inhabited the body of a doll that kicked Mario's butt, and that's why he chose it. But Gino tells us that these star pieces come from the Star Road, and that the Star Road is the thing that grants people's wishes. So we need to find the star pieces and repair the Star Road. Simple, right? There are 7 star pieces in all, and here we have our second one, so we're already cruising. Don't ask me how the broken pieces of the Star Road also are star-shaped. I'm sure there's some science behind that. Gino puts Mario in charge of getting the stars, for some reason. So Mario has to send it up back into space? Heaven? I don't know. I mean, in Paper Mario, there's the Crystal Palace, which is dedicated to worshipping the stars. So is the Star Road like heaven, and the stars are like gods that people worship in the Mushroom World? I don't know. Miyamoto won't return my phone calls. One of Bowyer's flunkies is still alive, and he heard the whole thing, so now he's gonna go tell Smithy what the star pieces are and why we need them. Which can't be good for us. But for now, it's time to leave the forest. And we do have a couple things we want to take care of here. But before we do that, that'll be the end of this video. You'll have to watch next time to find out what we do. We'll do the optional level. We'll find Yoshi, who's on the box art of this game, despite having such a small role, and a couple of other things too. You don't want to miss it. But thanks for watching. See you next time.